Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Packers are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Colts team that will need to avoid those turnovers. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. First carry now. This is Johnson. Penalty marker is down here. And he's brought down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And second down, Johnson. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. There's some flash on this offense, and certainly some flash with Dorsett.
A flyer out of the University of Miami. Speed is his game, but he's added excellent moves and good hands.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Third and long. It's Locke. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. That is caught. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, Ivory. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. And a look at the defense now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And the Colts coming out now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Yardage here. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Luck now on second down. And avoids the contact by sliding. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Third down, they'll run with Gore. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rodgers now on first down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first. Rodgers now on first down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, DeQuell Jackson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. It's good to make it 17-7. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions.
Jordy Nelson all by himself. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett, and he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
To throw on second down is Locke. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Jeff Janis deep to receive for Green Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Packers a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they're operating in the red zone. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Crosby puts it through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken at his 4. Look at the spin. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Luck on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Locke being chased out left. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They start on the ground with Ivory. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. So we come to halftime. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Rodgers will try again on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, this is Ivory. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The veteran Robert Mathis there to make the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, it's Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Still 9 yards to go on third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Packers are going to have a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit the receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by T.J. Green, the rookie safety. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the up. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They set up the screen to Ivory. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 12 yards is the pickup there. And it'll be... Fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go to Johnson again. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Flushed out right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Gore hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's going to float this over the... And this is caught! Touchdown, Packers! Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And another timeout taken by the Colts. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And quickly they get to the line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
So we'll see the onside kick here right out of the 2-minute warning. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's back to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Red zone opportunity. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Nelson. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. That's caught at the 2. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski in the final minute. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is,
it's caught inside the 25. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can they bring?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're going to go soft on the corners. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. This is one of those games where you hate that anybody has to lose. So many points, so many great offensive outputs individually and collectively, but somebody had to go down.
And even the losing team had fun, although they won't admit it to us here in the media, but they had a blast.
you.